Over 220 crores and counting. That's the number of total vaccine doses that India has administered since the COVID vaccination drive began in January 2021. That is equivalent to vaccinating close to 3 times the population of Europe, 6 USAs, 10 Brazils, and 17 Japans with 1 dose of the vaccine. Today, every Indian has been inoculated with at least 1 dose of the vaccine, a bulk of which has been produced in India. But this journey was not an easy one. The government of India had to deal with several hurdles created both domestically and internationally. At a time when the second wave of the pandemic was raging across the country, there was immense pressure from all sides to buy the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, who were offering it at $30 each. That's over 2,300 Indian rupees for 1 shot of the vaccine, which means India would have had to pay 2,300 rupees times 140 crore times 2 to fully vaccinate 140 crore people, the modest estimate of which works out to be a whopping 6.4 lakh crore rupees. The government of India knew that it would not be able to administer these expensive vaccines to each Indian. But it wasn't just about the price. What bothered India more were the shocking conditions placed by these companies. They wanted India to give a sovereign guarantee that would absolve them of any liability. So if any cold chain got disturbed, rendering the vaccine useless, it would be on the government of India and not on the company. If anyone who got the vaccine faced any side effects or sued the company, the government of India would be held responsible. In case the vaccine resulted in death or disability, these companies were seeking protection from India by asking that the Indian government fight cases in international courts or bear the legal expenses if the company chooses to fight the cases. They also asked for a sovereign guarantee in which they sought the right to seize our properties. In some cases, Pfizer has demanded that recipient nations grant them not just exemptions from its own negligence, but even collateral against possible liabilities like the attachment of sovereign assets, embassy buildings, and military bases. In essence, India had to not just pledge its money and resources, but also its self-respect for a vaccine. It is then that India decided to call off these talks, and Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya was sent on a 4-day trip across the country. He visited the factories of Biological E, Zydus Cadila, Bharat Biotech, and Dr. Reddy's, and spent a day in each company. He had a list of 25 questions for them to ascertain their strength, weakness, financial strength, and manufacturing capacity. After the minister's return, the government of India arranged finances and raw materials, gave the companies advance payments, and helped them set up fill and finish capabilities. Within a month, India increased its vaccine production by 3 times. The foreign vaccine makers had offered to send the first consignment only in November 2021, which would be too late. With increased production, the government told them that India would start exports in October, and that too at just $2.5 per dose, which they can buy if they wish to. That's how India gave it back to those who tried to take it for granted. But it wasn't just the external pressure that India had to deal with. The opposition-ruled states had played much more politics during the vaccine rollout as well. Telangana Chief Minister KCR had admitted that he, along with other state CMs, lobbied to get Pfizer shots to India. When Bharat Biotech had launched its jabs, Congress and other opposition parties, along with their armchair experts, cast aspersions over its effectiveness. They resorted to playing politics and even peddled hesitancy, endangering the lives of several people. People like Akhilesh Yadav called it the BJP vaccine and said that he wouldn't take it. And then opposition-ruled states like West Bengal, Maharashtra, Delhi, Tamil Nadu created fuss over procurement and distribution of vaccines. In short, the opposition did all it can to sabotage the Modi government. They peddled vaccine hesitancy, played politics over availability, cast aspersions on Indian jabs, and lobbied for foreign pharma companies. But the people of India placed their trust on the Modi government. Each and every Indian waited their turn to get their vaccine, and this was done efficiently through technology. From resisting the pressure of global pharma to dealing with internal vested interests, the Modi government stood rock solid for the nation and ensured that every Indian gets inoculated with the best and safest vaccines.